Red Raider research, innovation, and entrepreneurship were all on display last week during the 4th annual Discoveries to Impact Week. Coming up, MCTV's Chris Olivares has a look at one of the final events that gave students a chance to showcase their ideas to the tech community and beyond.
A colorful celebration of one country's culture took over Urbanowski Park over the weekend. MCTV's Alyssa Fant has a special look at Texas Tech version of the Holly Festival.
And the Texas Tech baseball team headed to the Grand Canyon State for a midweek series in hopes of improving their record. But could the Red Raiders get past some non-conference competition before taking on their next Big 12 opponent? MCTV's Alejandra Salazar has a look at the scores and highlights from the Diamond in Sports.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Nicky Rudd.
And I'm Berkeley Adams. Last week, Texas Tech hosted a full calendar of events as the university celebrated Discoveries to Impact Week.
Starting last Monday, students, faculty, and staff had a chance to showcase their research and ideas to the entire campus community. MCTV's Chris Olivares stopped by the sub near the end of the week to find out more.
Texas Tech recently hosted the 4th annual Discoveries to Impact Week at the sub. From March 28th to April 1st, the campus showcased research innovations and startups from throughout the campus community. One event held last Thursday was the Innovation Research Demo Day in the sub courtyard. During the event, students pitched ideas that they hoped would become reality.
This event is part of a bigger conference, and really what we wanted to be able to do is showcase research, undergraduate research specifically, graduate research, and innovation, as well as startups.
Mechanical engineering students Evan and Jennifer took part in last week's demo day. They pitched an idea for a new type of straw that could filter out drugs such as date rape drugs from alcoholic drinks.
Our intention is to help protect women because many women, including ourselves, do not always feel safe when going out to bars. So this gives us a little peace of mind knowing that we might not get our drinks drugged at night.
Alden Parker, another participant in Demo Day, pitched his group's idea to create custom medical devices using a form of 3D printing. Parker and his team are hoping to help solve issues caused by devices such as prosthetics that aren't always designed specifically for the user.
One of the most devastating for prosthetics is skin atrophy, where someone who has a prosthetic arm has the skin start rotting away because it's wearing against it or it's not a proper fit, basically. So we want to be able to avoid all those issues if possible.
Demo Day was one of the several Discoveries to Impact events giving students a chance to showcase their ideas. The week also featured several competitions where students could potentially win funding to help support their innovations.
And so it's really all about what's going on behind the doors throughout the year and showcasing that once a year in this Discoveries to Impact conference so that our community gets to see how brilliant our students and faculty are, and we get an opportunity to have conversations around the work that we're doing all year long.
For more information on events like Discoveries to Impact Week, visit the Texas Tech Innovations Hub's website at innovationshub@ttu.edu. For MCTV, I'm Chris Olivares.
The university's calendar of events has been a lot less busy this week, but there's still plenty of options for students here on campus. One of those events was held yesterday in the Sub Ballroom, giving a special group of students a chance to make connections and learn more about the university. Yesterday, Tech's First Generation Transition and Mentoring programs hosted the First Gen Student Summit. The event's purpose was to celebrate, educate, and empower the First Gen community here on campus. Undergrad, graduate, and high school students were invited to join in on yesterday's festivities. Laura Flores, the program coordinator for FGTMP, says high school students were invited to join to help their registration process go smoother and make them feel welcomed at Texas Tech.
We think it's really important to get them educated about what it means to be first gen when they get to a university, but we also want to empower them to take charge of that journey right from high school.
FGTMP wants all first-gen students to know that they are available to help throughout the college process from submitting an application to the day they graduate.
Yes, it can be challenging. This can be the first time that we're experiencing this, but there is help for you along the way. Ask questions. We're all here to help.
If you would like more information about Tech's first-generation transition and monitoring programs, visit university.ttu.edu/FGTMP.
The end of the spring semester is just over 5 weeks away, and that means most students are busy with end-of-the-year semester projects and studying for their last few exams. With that in mind, one campus group offered a fun and free way to escape schoolwork. On Tuesday, the Students' Activities Board hosted their Patches and Pouches event. Students had the opportunity to grab a pencil pouch and iron on patches of their choice to personalize the item. SAB hosted the event for students to de-stress during the last few weeks of the semester. SAB also decided to host Patches and Pouches for students to relax, along with providing them a useful item that might just help them pass their exams.
Just kind of a fun midterm event. So everybody's in midterms right now, kind of something fun to do in between classes and in between studying, kind of make something you can use for studying.
SAB will continue offering fun and free options for students throughout the end of the semester. For a full schedule for the rest of spring 2022, visit sab.ttu.edu and click on the Events tab.
Last month, Texas Tech held their spring semester test of the Tech Alert System. During the test, the university set off the campus tornado sirens, catching some students off guard. But starting tomorrow, outdoor sirens will become a more common sound here in the Hub City. Tomorrow morning between 9 and 10 a.m., the city of Lubbock will activate the city-wide outdoor siren system. The test will run for approximately 3 minutes and include all of the sirens within city limits. Currently, there are 45 sirens in Lubbock, with just 4 of them outside the boundaries of campus. Tomorrow's test will be the first time tornado sirens will be heard inside the city in decades. The installation of Lubbock's outdoor sirens was completed just last month after the city approved the system last year. After tomorrow, the city will test the outdoor siren system on the second Friday of each month between 9 and 10 a.m. Each test will activate the sirens for 3 minutes, with the only exception being on days when thunderstorms or other severe weather is forecasted for the Lubbock area. Beyond testing, there are 2 other times the sirens will be used: during severe weather and in an emergency. For severe weather, the sirens will be activated for 3 minutes if a tornado warning is issued inside the city limits, a tornado has been spotted in or near the city, or if a thunderstorm warning includes the possibility of 90 mph or greater wind speeds. The system will also be used for a catastrophic event, with the sirens sounding for 5 minutes if the situation arises. The activation of Lubbock Outdoor Siren System is happening just in time for our annual severe weather season. Between now and the end of May, the South Plains often experiences thunderstorms that include strong winds and hail, along with other occasional tornadoes.
That's true, Berkeley, but right now we'd be lucky to just get some rain. Fire danger is extremely high around the Lubbock area, and it looks like that threat will increase with windy conditions headed our way again this weekend. Let's take a look at the MCTV forecast. The MCTV tower cam is showing bright blue skies this afternoon with only a slight breeze moving through the trees. Even though it's a beautiful day, temperatures have still been cool, with highs climbing now just above 60 degrees. Today's high should finish out near 70, making for a more mild evening. Later tonight, temperatures will drop back into the 30s again, but we should stay just above freezing. Skies will remain clear, with winds around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow will be a near repeat of today's conditions, with sunny skies and mild temperatures. Highs should climb above 70 degrees late tomorrow afternoon, with light winds. Heading into the weekend, Saturday's and Sunday's temperatures are forecast to reach as high as 90 degrees. Unfortunately, you might not get to enjoy the warmer weather on Saturday, as windy conditions will also return to the area. Wind speeds are currently predicted to reach up to 30 miles per hour, with the chance for even higher wind gusts. Winds will be lighter on Sunday, but still breezy, with a few clouds left in the sky. Looking ahead, more warm weather is on the way, but windy weather is also staying in the forecast, with a chance of dust storms and an increase in fire danger in the middle of the week.
Throughout the school year, the Tech campus has seen the return of many annual events that were previously canceled due to COVID. And one event recently held here on campus came back even bigger and better than before. MCTV's Alyssa Fant headed to Urbanowski Park over the weekend to capture the sights and sounds of one of the Texas Tech's most colorful celebrations.
On Sunday, the Indian Student Association celebrated a traditional Indian holiday called the Holi Festival. The celebration features singing, dancing, and tossing colored powder into the air.
So Holi has been in the Indian culture for forever. Yeah, it's an age-old tradition. It's about celebrating spring and welcoming spring and also colors. It's also a symbol of equality. So when we are drenched in colors, immersed in colors, it's like we all are just one.
Hundreds of students gathered at Urbanowski Park to enjoy the festivities. Due to COVID, the event has not been held in the past couple of years.
This year, the ISA brought the event back bigger than ever before.
First time we are doing it on such a large scale with undergrads, grads, people from all other departments have joined in. Yeah.
Holi is one of several events held by ISA each year, and they are already planning for future events.
Indian Student Association is not only for the Indian students, but we also invite the Lubbock community in between different events, and at least 6 events we celebrate, starting from the new students welcome, as well as till the end of the farewell.
People of all cultures can attend the event, and organizers say it will only get bigger.
So we'd like to make it much broader, bigger, and diverse. So we'd like to next one, because after COVID-19 things, we're over now. Next year, we'd like to make it much broader to the communities in the Lubbock community as well, including the students. Yes.
For MCTV, I'm Melissa Fant.
The Texas Tech baseball team headed into the first week of April after winning their second conference series against Kansas over the weekend. For their efforts, Tech was awarded with a number 4 national ranking to start the week.
But could the team continue their momentum and hold on to a top 5 ranking as they headed west for their next midweek series? MCTV's Alejandra Salazar joins us now with all the details in sports. Alejandra?
Thanks, Berkeley and Nicky. The Tech baseball team went 2-4 on the road, dropping their midweek series against Grand Canyon University. Starting on Tuesday night, Easton Morrell registered a solo home run to open up the game, but the Lopes were quick to answer with a 3-run shot in the first to take the lead. Although the Red Raiders would respond with some hits, Grand Canyon's momentum kept going by adding 3 more runs in the 8th and taking Game 1 from Tech 9-4. In Game 2, Ty Coleman singled up with an RBI, getting Morrell across home base to take the lead in the first. The Lopes, of course, responded in the bottom of the second with a home run to even things up. Tech scored 1 more run in the third before they went scoreless for the next 5 innings. Leading up to the 9th, Grand Canyon put up 7 runs against the Red Raiders, making the score 8-2. The Red Raiders fought back, producing 5 runs from 3 hits and 2 errors. Third baseman Parker Kelly, who is potentially the tying run, went up to bat in the 9th with 2 outs and no one on base. He powered a ball off to left field, no more than 5 feet from clearing it, to maybe tie the game, but it bounced off the wall and he was thrown out at second base for the final out of the game, losing to Grand Canyon 8-7. Up next for Tech, they have an opportunity to bounce back with their weekend series against Kansas State at home. First pitch is set for tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Live coverage will also be available on Big 12 Now on ESPN+. Moving on to Tech softball, Tech will host the defending College World Series champions Oklahoma in a 3-game contest this weekend. Game 1 tomorrow is set to start at 5 p.m. with TV coverage on ESPN+. So make sure to stay tuned or head out and support the team in person. That's all for sports. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Alejandra. So, Nikki, are you planning to cheer on the Red Raiders this weekend?
Yep, I'm just hoping we beat Kansas State tomorrow.
Yes, it should be a good series. That's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you next week.